And hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of The Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host, Jonathan. Once again, bringing you my thoughts and movie review for the brand new Jordan Peele movie, Us. Non-spoilers, people, so don't worry about it. If you haven't seen it or you're very interested in seeing it, I actually highly recommend watching this movie. This movie is insane. If you ever saw that movie Get Out and you liked that movie and you wanted to see more from what Jordan Peele can give you, the thrills, the chills, that sort of mystery to it, and you pretty much get it in this movie. So Us is about a family starring Lupita Nyong'o and Winston Duke. They have a family. They just trying to go off, have their vacation. They go to their summer home. And then, everything's so far so good. They're going to the beach, they're hanging out, they're having fun with their friends. And then one night, strangers literally come to the house, and everything goes pretty much topsy-turvy from there. So these strangers literally come into the house, and it's in the trailer, so it's not a spoiler, but spoilers if you haven't seen the trailer. So these strangers come into the house and like, okay, maybe they just want to rob them or something, and it ends up being them, like actual them, like they looking at them, looking at a mirror at themselves, because literally it's themselves facing them, and that's basically the terror all about it. Because what would you do in that situation if you walk in a room and you end up seeing yourself, and he literally wants to kill you or yourself or herself or whatever? And that's basically the gist of the movie. Lupita Nyong'o and her family need to survive and try to stop this whole like double gangers coming to their house and try to stop them. And man, this movie is great. I really like this movie a lot, because not only did it give me not goosebumps, but it just gave me that thrills, like, wow, this is something completely different. We've seen all the other movies, like home invasion movies where slashers, monsters, killers, or whatever, but this is a movie about people fighting themselves, literally fighting themselves. Because what would you do in that situation? I wouldn't know if there was another one of me out there and you're not even aware of it. And it's just like, yeah, it's great. That's like so out the box, and that's something so different that nobody's really come up with. And Jordan Peele decided, hey, maybe I should just do it, and he did it. you know I do give it this. It's not as scary as a lot of people say that it could be. It's just like psychologically more creepy. You know what I mean? It doesn't have that, the jump scares like a Conjuring movie will give you, or a blood and gore kind of thing that a certain, like maybe a slasher movie will give you. It just gives you that psychological feeling that like maybe there's other versions of yourselves out there. You just don't know. I mean, who knows? But yeah, this movie had pretty much everything you can imagine. Lupita Nyong'o, probably butchered that. I apologize to her, and she was brilliant in this movie, because remember, they have to play two characters. They gotta play themselves, and they gotta play the double. Their duplicates being crazy, and boy, it worked. Every single one of them. Her, Winston Duke did a good job. The kids were great. Even playing the evil twins, it was like crazy. And there's a lot of surprises in this movie I didn't even expect in this movie, and it was just like, okay, that was cool. Like I said, very, very good movie. If I had like any problems with the movie, I feel like the beginning of the movie is a little, slow. But when it picks up, it's like, okay, can we like slow down here? But it doesn't stop. It just keeps going. Once the invasion happens, it like literally takes off, and it doesn't stop at all. It doesn't hit the brakes. It doesn't stop at all. And the ending was like awesome. I like the ending, even though I kind of predicted the ending before I even went to see this movie, because it was kind of predictable. But I still enjoyed it, because there were certain things about the movie that kind of like threw me off a little bit towards the ending before the big reveal. But it was pretty worth it. It was pretty worth it. Like I said, I guessed the big reveal at the end, and I was right about it. But there was the other part of the ending was that something else happens, and like threw me off a little bit. So I was like, that's cool. That is cool. So if you're very curious about this movie, I highly recommend checking it out for yourself. It's a very cool movie. Like I said, if you like Get Out, go check this one out. you won't be disappointed with it, because I think it was actually pretty fun, and I liked it a lot. And if I had to choose which one I like better, Get Out or this, hard to say right now. I might have to see it again just to see where I feel right now. But for right now, as I seen my first time seeing it, I actually enjoy this movie a lot, and I highly recommend checking it out. And if you like it, cool. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about it. And if you didn't like it, leave me a comment below. Let me know why. Thank you very much, and have a good day.